So Works comes with a robust estimate builder functionality. Now let's open Jenny's home project here. Now within the project, you'll see a tab for estimate. So if you go to this tab, you will see all the estimates that are added for Jenny, and you can add as many estimates as you need to. You can add estimates by cost categories, by different components of the work, or even multiple estimates from different suppliers can be added in here. So to add an estimate, simply click the plus button and let's go ahead and add an estimate for Jenny's building structure. So we can say this is Jenny's home, the estimate date is today, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit save. Now once you save the estimate, you're taken to the estimate builder page, and this just showcases all the details of your estimate. So by default, we have a blank estimate, and you can force add sections to your estimate. So we're looking at the building structure. I'm going to say we'll add a section for landfilling. Yep. We'll add a section for foundation. Right. And as you're clicking on the category, you notice that these categories are being added to your estimate. Superstructure. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And then lastly, roof. So let's assume that these are the different sections of an estimate, or the different cost categories that we can break down the building structure into. Now within each of the sections, you're able to add line items. So what do we need for landfilling? By default, no line items are there, so let me go ahead and add sand. So I can say that again, this is for landfilling. Sand 40-ton truck, right? And you can come up with a cost code. So sand 40-ton truck, and I'll go ahead and hit save. Right, so you see sand comes up there, and let me just add that we need sand for sand filling this plot before foundation, and how many. So 10. We can then set a price, so $45,000 per load, and then we can set the unit, and let's just say load, and we're going to save unit, have unit there. So that's how you'd go about adding your items to this cost code. And another one I'll go ahead and add is labor. So I won't add a category to that, but I'll make this a labor, and I can say manual, so laborer day, and you can set a cost and a price to that. I'm going to go ahead and add that, and let's just say it takes 5 laborer days at $8,000 per day. And again, I'm just going to say unit here because we don't have a measure for day. And once you've added in your line items to your cost categories, you can just go ahead and save your estimate, and that there is basically how you go about building an estimate. Similarly, so let's just refresh this page so our cost categories will get refreshed. All right, so yeah, so our data is here. Similarly, for each of the cost categories, let's say for foundation and substructure, we need to add labor days as well. And again, you'll notice that the two that we added now show up, and you can add the price 8,000, and maybe we need 20 units of labor days for foundation. And that's how you'd go about building your estimate. You're able to add all of your materials, and of course, as you go along, this becomes a faster and faster process. So once you finish building out your estimate, you just hit save and close, and then within the project, we now see the new estimate that we would have added show up on the page here, and you have the option to view it or just go back to the same edit page that we were previously on.